Well, guys, I guess I'm going live. Live TV, live YouTube. Phone ain't got a lot of power in it, so you got to bear with me. I'll put some power in it. Butches, you got snacks. You shut up. Welcome. Maybe if I don't move around too much, the internet might work. I shut down one more little band thing. Probably should get a little closer here or something. I got to figure out how to get the TV screen to work, but I can probably read the comment. Well, let's see. We'll try this one more time. I completely shut down the computer. Maybe if I get rid of all the extra things on there, it won't do it. That's what I just did. I closed down everything on the computer, at least everything out there here in the garage, at least. That might work. Hi, guys. How you doing? Hey, Wheeler, thanks, man. I could not for the life of me figure out how to do that either. Is this it? It might be. We might be here. What's up, Freedom Happy? Bob Dip, glad you made it here. You got Skype open? I think Skype is... I don't know. I'll find out here in a second, Wheeler. If it's going to let me. It seems like my internet's going to be going a little slow. I don't know. Even the computer internet's... Oh, there it is. There you go, Wheeler dude. You on?
Gotcha.
Gotcha. So I'm going to try my...
That was an excellent show. I mean, outside of visiting German and a little bit of buffering.
Ooh, I just spilled my beer right... Well, at least it didn't fully hit my crotch. I just dumped my beer. Son of a bitch.
What's up, everybody?
Hi, everybody. Well, at least I got a few sips out of the beginning of that beer.
At least it wasn't a camera into the water.
Yeah, exactly. The camera did not take a number 10 nosedive into the water. Yeah, Wheeler's the first time caller. Actually, Wheeler's the only caller that ever calls.
I know, and everybody wants me to always call in like I don't do it.
Wheeler's the only one who balls enough to put his ass out there with me on the damn line. Oh, man, thanks, Wheeler, for helping me out on that show. That was a lot of fun. It was... I know it was kind of really weird to watch a show that was filmed entirely for Germany, but
yeah, I kind of wish they would have let the Americans speak and then translate, but they kind of like translated over the English, so
yeah.
It's kind of difficult.
It was definitely difficult, so it kind of made it strange to watch. But realistically, you could really get the gist of the program, and what I thought was amazing. Especially if you watch it directly from Mav TV there on the internet, the camera quality of what that bald son of a bitch was taking, man, he knew how to operate that camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurry and post this link into the new group.
All right. So. Yeah, maybe Bob can show up now. He's such a hater when it comes to Facebook and everything. He missed the show.
Well, no, I'm just posting it into the Facebook group, so he won't get the notification unless it's the YouTube notification.
Oh, yeah, he might get that. I don't know what Van's doing tonight either. They're both over there on GPS, but right now, if I open up, I'm too scared to open anything up on my computer. Otherwise, I'll lose feed.
Yeah, when I was recording that whole thing, I had charts up, I had several windows open, I had everything going, all my anti-malware, everything, and my computers just started to heat up, and I was like, oh crap.
Oh crap.
So I had to restart, shut down everything, just go bare bones and record the video. So it was like quite the ordeal for
So what exactly
We
is?
pulled it off.
So what exactly is OBS? Is that kind of like YouTube or Facebook or something, or?
No, it's more of like a recording and streaming software.
So it's just kind of like going down and buying a photo editor program.
No, I didn't buy mine. I got the free version.
Well, whatever, but that's basically what it is. Kind of like a photo editing program.
Not necessarily. No, it's not editing necessarily at all. It's just like records your screen or helps you get a key to go live on other platforms such as YouTube and Facebook and whatnot.
Okay. Well, you got to learn something sooner or later. Charles Ginst. Where are you from, Charles Ginst? OBS is a helper server for live chats, tips, and reports. So I've got. Oh, he's from Idaho. Hey, there's some beautiful country in Idaho. So my new garage is coming up pretty soon after I find some magical money to get the electricity in there. It's about time for me to get ready to upgrade my internet in general. 16 degrees in Maine. Hell, it's in the 30s. Oh, damn near raining here. What's going on? Hey, there's Tall. But anyhow, I've already got, I guess some people are telling me I need a new router or I need two routers. And is it generally better to actually have it hooked into your hardlining into a router, or is everything better off wireless into the computer?
Wireless, you're going to get interference, especially with all the metal building and everything you got. Hardwire is going to be the best. What you can do is get if you do go wireless, you can get a Wi-Fi extender and try that. But I mean, with metal building, you're still going to have issues.
Okay, so when it comes to me filming out there, I'm going to be way better off figuring out a way to, Randy Scotty Tony said Ethernet
just have
cable.
your service provider come run you a hard line out to the shop there, or to the building.
So I'll be able to hardline my, hopefully a new computer out there in the garage. And generally at that point, that's also probably get a regular camera. Oops, looks like my YouTube just ate shit. Oh, Budgie said hi. So it starts back pretty quick, I think. Or did it just eat shit again? Different spot. Put my camera closer to the house. Maybe it'll take it closer to the house more. Maybe it'll get a better signal.
Is it hooked up Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's just on my damn phone. So it's whatever my internet service provider, I guess, on my phone's going to be. Changing position in the camera, maybe that'll help.
It seems to have so far. If you're on your internet, if you're on your Wi-Fi on the phone, then that could cause a problem. But
No,
if you're just on your
I think I'm just
mobile
on
service internet.
I think I'm just on mobile service. That's all I am doing. Oh, my dog's about to drive me nuts. Every time I start talking to the darn TV thing, that's when the dog goes off. The miracles of the internet. Yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah, he's pretty trained. He knows it's treat time.
Yeah, when I start talking to the TV, that's when it's treat time. And it just ate shit again. God damn it. I wonder if
We could kill Skype, and that will give you a little bit more bandwidth.
Actually, what I'm thinking about doing is going ahead and killing the live feed from my phone and just trying to run Skype and YouTube both at the same time, because apparently the computer's running way better than my phone is.
Oh yeah, you said you were recording from the phone, right?
Right. So if I kill the phone
Yeah.
and just try it off my computer, I might be way better off. So let's see. Let me see if I can.
There's Bob. And I got the stream back. I don't know if it's live. Oh, it's not live. There we go.
Yeah, I think
it's live.
I think it is live. Yeah,
I just clicked the live to make sure. Because I've got the live YouTube muted, so I've got the live pay attention to that audio or anything like that. I just pay attention to the Skype audio.
Yeah. Trial and error. Yeah. There's a lot of error when it comes to Ray manufacturing anything with a freaking electronics.
I think we're back though. Can anybody else, is it good now if you guys have refreshed and whatnot?
I think we're good too. David Myers just showed up, said, "Hey, Ray, and hello, everybody." So, nope, it looks like it's going to go ahead and...
Seems good now.
It's going good okay now, so maybe it'll stay. Maybe it'll stay, because I know I've got it plugged into power, so it shouldn't run out of juice. Shouldn't have run out of electricity. Yellow brick road, but not 2 flakes of gold. Yeah, they were actually, Wizard of Oz was playing on TV in there during the Facebook Live thing, the watch party. Wizard of Oz was actually playing on my TV. I could see it in the corner of my eye.
So how long did they film that? Was that like a 2-day adventure, or how long were they there?
Actually, here in Juneau, they filmed me all during one day. They sat there and actually ended up hanging out with me and drinking beer till, I don't know, 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And then they finally bailed, or no, maybe it wasn't quite that late. They had to go and talk to somebody else for a little bit after they were hanging out with me. But they sat there and got, they had a pretty good buzz before they left my house.
Well, like I was saying to you earlier in the Facebook chat when we were private messaging, I was like, you're like, oh, we could maybe fast forward it, and I was telling you I'd have to go live to do that. And I actually enjoyed the whole show, even though the only problem really was part of it was in German, you know. So. Mm-hmm. But I mean, overall, I think it was a pretty good show. They kind of, I got to see parts of Alaska I may never see again.
Yeah, the whole show is basically based on Southeast Alaska, which is my favorite place. Now, I mean, we are so far away from interior Alaska. Our weather's completely different. Our geography's different. Our gold is different. There's a ton of minerals and ton of timber down here. Back in its heyday, Southeast Alaska was the timber harvest darn place in the United States. There was more timber taken out of Southeast Alaska than there ever was in Washington, Oregon, or California. So, and we still got logging roads everywhere, but basically Bill Clinton back in the 80s, when he made the Tongass National Forest and ruled the Roadless Act, it really pretty much put the stops to all timber harvesting here in Southeast Alaska. And once upon a time, there was a law here in Alaska that no piece of timber, no tree could be felled in Alaska that was allowed to leave Alaska unless it had been milled at least on one side. So back in the day, there was jobs everywhere, and the prices of lumber were good enough to where, we made money on it. But nowadays, they can ship out entire logs. They just... the native groups actually kind of they're the ones that found the loophole, and the native groups started being, and they're still to this day are just about the only real exporter of timber now in Southeast Alaska is the native groups, and they can export entire trees, whereas back in the old days, like I said, you used to have to at least mill it on at least one side before it could be moved out. Oh, the live stream just ate shit again.
It's just buffering now, in case they...
There was actually, basically, I haven't really talked to the producer very much. I haven't talked to the producer very much at all, but the camera guy, the Ralph guy, or Rolf, I guess it's more of a Rolf than a Ralph. He stayed in contact with me throughout the whole thing, and he actually had the best English of the whole too. And he's the one that told me about it, and he's the one that texted me because he's kind of big in that whole Mayor TV. And by the way, Mayor TV, roughly translated in Germany, is Ocean TV. So he told me about, he's the one that texted me and wrote that in just 2 days they had 500,000 views on their TV show. They're in Germany or,
Wow.
or in Europe, period.
I think you're back.
Yep, I'm back on.
How many seconds ago did you light your cigarette?
Just seconds ago.
Okay, yeah.
Seconds
We're
ago.
live then.
Yep. The Discovery Channel over there. Yeah, I have the Discovery Channel. I think they talked to me once, but they decided I wasn't TV quality. I wasn't high cotton enough for Discovery Channel. So Travel Channel picked me up, and German TV picked me up. I wasn't high cotton enough for Discovery Channel. Parker's Novel was a Discovery Channel guy. and that big fat Todd.
Was Lou gonna call in on Skype then? I couldn't hear her at all.
I think she said she was going to try, maybe, but I don't know if she's going to do it or not. And of course, I don't know how to just add people. So
Yeah, I'm not good with Skype.
I'm not good with Skype either. Well, let's see. I can try to add.
Okay, I think or is that your screen that's doing that? Okay, I think that's your screen that's doing it. Okay.
Well, you can actually see. Oh yeah, you should be able to see what I'm adding. I think.
I think you just gotta click on Lou there. Well, it looks like you're clicking several people.
Oh, what the hell? I clicked several people. And
You're clicking everybody to the call.
Goddamn right, man. Hey, man, what you doing? Let's see if they got any beer. I don't know that they'll jump in and call, but
That'll certainly add some more lag to the
can you click the plus side upper corner right? I got the goal from you, Ray. Oh, the Sling and Silver guy here in Wyoming.
Good news, it says most of them are unavailable.
Okay. Silver Slinger got my dirt I sent him. He said it's the hardest stuff he ever panned. That's kind of cool. That was on the YouTube.
I guess we might as well try to stress test the stream, huh? For everybody.
We could. Not that anybody's going to answer the damn phone. Oh! Everybody on YouTube keeps getting spinning circles of death, but that's all right. We're still back here. We're still talking to you guys.
Yeah, you're sharing your screen on the Skype now. That might also will cause more lag. I don't know how you did that.
I don't know how I'm doing that, but you can actually.
Yeah, I see it I see the YouTube feed on the Skype now.
Huh? How the hell am I doing that? My phone's not pointed to the.
Still here.
Okay. Bad Santa is so bad he's good. Yeah. Bad Santa don't know shit about the modern children, does he? Otherwise, he'd be good with computers. Yeah, I actually, man. Hey, Painter Slime, what you doing? Yep, Van's here. But, yeah, it's been one heck of a day, I tell you. I didn't do a damn thing out my garage again. Nope. No working. But why does Trump need glasses? To keep the bullshit from hitting his eyes when they keep throwing it at him. Oh, he doesn't need glasses because he has 20/20. Ha 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 ha. He will too. pompous dick. You ain't nobody out there better than him, and ain't nobody gonna vote for him.
What's up, AGP, Brian?
So what else is going on? But anyhow, yeah, I got to play Santa Claus today. That was fun. God save the Queen. Yeah, God save the Queen.
What's up, HG Ed?
Canada. HD. Hey, today is actually HD Shovelhead's birthday. I think. Aren't you Eddie Cali? HD Shovelhead's Eddie Cali. Today is Eddie Cali's birthday. And there's Eminem. God save the Queen. You guys do realize I don't exactly swill the stuff when I actually tip it up. It's more of a wet your whistle thing, and it more than it is taking a drink.
I'm gonna try to get Dennis Dayton in here to sing happy birthday. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that to you guys.
Somebody's. Oh, said Lou tried to call, but it didn't go through. So I don't know. Maybe I should try to call Lou. I don't know. I think me and Lou actually had that trouble once before trying to call Lou. Just a taste. Ooh, yeah. Yep, so today is HD Chevrolet's birthday. Up in Canada here, I think your wet your whistle means a little bit different. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave that one alone there, Peacock. God save the Queen.
Yeah, I just tried to add Lou. We'll see how that goes. It's showing me that she's in. Oh, she was there.
Yeah, I think she's trying to call, but it ain't going through, or it's just not ringing through.
Might have went invite happy and got too many people. Waiting on 6 people, and I think Ronald said you can only have.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing with Skype either, so I'm not going to be any help at all in that. A Mounties whistle. Is that the voice in the background? Let's see. So I'm back on the spinny circles of death, but we got to just deal with what we're dealing with here, folks.
That is the voice.
But yes, I did get to play Santa Claus today. I had fun. You ever accidentally light the beard on fire? Most of the time, the beard's actually pretty fireproof. I mean, it burns just a little tiny bit and then it just goes out. Yep. I am real happy that I got another free t-shirt. I love free t-shirts, man. Eminem, he sent me a t-shirt. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But yeah, the beard is fairly flame retardant, but signed mine a couple weeks ago with the heater. Oh, singed yours at the heater. Worst thing happened to me this summer is I was painting during the course of working on the shed. I was painting an oil tank with acrylic enamel, Ace Hardware porch and floor enamel. And my wife hollered at me, and I spun around real quick. The whole darn bottom of my beard turned the same color as that paint, which was army gray. And so I had to cut off about that much, but it's already grown back about that much during the course of this summer. It grows back all the time. I got a pretty damn fast growing beard. I got to cut the damn thing all the time. So I filled out enough this summer to take I fit the Santa Claus outfit a little bit better than I have in years past. It's either that or my boss got the smaller version of the suit. I don't know, but I seem to fit it a little better this year than I do in the previous years.
Yeah, it looked like it was wrapped in plastic, maybe tailor-made this year.
Yeah, it kind of fit pretty damn good. Now it's kind of smiley. Been one heck of a December so far. Yeah, and then next weekend is actually the same body shop as the adult party. Oh, wow.
Are you still going to be dressed as Geezer Claus?
No. I'll be dressed as asshole buddy.
Oh, there's Lou.
Yep, there's Lou.
Reckons is Oich.
Yeah, I don't know the Joich. You know, I was fascinated when they were up here filming me. It was a crew of 3. They had some young dude, and he was kind of the Toby of the batch. He had to carry all the batteries and all the stuff. He was the pack horse, and he was also the guy that operated the. He was also the operator for the flying drone. You know, because they had a drone up here too. And
yeah, they got some really nice footage of that bald eagle or the eagle there.
Oh, they have some beautiful footage. I mean, some of their film footage was just amazing. I mean, how does a guy walk around with a camera and all of a sudden say, "Oh, look at that moss. Let me film that moss," and it come out beautiful. I look at the moss and I take a picture of it. It still looks like old dead moss. I don't get it.
Well, they got some nice cameras and everything. I mean, they're a TV show. They're not just like us guys.
Oh yeah,
trying to stream on, trying to figure out this whole game. They already got it figured out.
Oh yeah, the camera that guy had. I mean, it was a regular professional big freaking TV you betcha thing, and then he had some huge, like one of them Canon SLR. Big thing with the big telescoping lenses, and the guy had more cameras than Carter had liver pills, but and he was an older fella. I think he was actually older than I am, and he said he'd been a cinematographer for the last 48 years. So he was actually pretty damned old. That he'd been doing it though since he was just a little kid, and he had the eyeball. And boy, if I did something wrong, he'd yell at me too about it. It's like, "Don't look at the camera, damn it! You look over there." Yeah, there was he staged the whole thing. He staged the whole thing just like I'd ran it a whole day. I mean, he was kind of in charge of exactly, okay, here's the time frame. This is what you're going to do. And made me redo a bunch of shit. When I was first taking off from the water that morning, he must have made me take off from that water, that beach, 4 or 5 times before. He's like, okay. And actually what
you had to do like 2 or 3 pull starts on that motor?
Well, actually,
that's what they went with.
Yeah, actually, I did have a hard time getting that motor to start, and then when it did start, it had a hell of a cloud of blue smoke, and they went with that one, of course. You know, it's like, oh, there's Ray. He's doing his part for the environment.
Right? Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh well. Ray had a hard time starting the motor there, and I was like, I wonder if that was like take 1 or take 20.
No, it didn't take me that many times to get that thing started.
Well, I just mean like did you go out there and get it pull started the first time, and they were like, wait, we're not using that footage, just do it again?
Yes, they did do that. And then when I finally did get it running pretty good, they made me go out and then come back and go out and then come back, and you know, it was kind of a that old timer. He was very specific. I wouldn't say it was a pain in the ass, but because I already since I've already done 2 other film crews before, I kind of expected it. So it was kind of funny. It helped that I'd already dealt with them stupid Hollywood people twice before. But I tell you, the German guys were a lot nicer in a way of film crew Hollywood type people than the second Travel Channel show I did. The first Travel Channel show with that little Eskimo gal, they were kind of fun, but everybody wanted to bail out of there quick because it was raining like a bastard that day. It was cold and miserable.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
that was a good show, though, too.
It was a good show, but that was a cold, rainy son of a bitch. Got to hand that skinny little shit. She actually did pretty good considering how cold and wet it was. And by the way, those camera guys did actually.
She's a native, so that's
yeah, she's a native. So, I mean, she's from up there in up there by near North Nome, Alaska. She's near Nome, Alaska, so she's used to actually getting cold. But skinny people still don't like the cold. I don't care where you're from. If you're skinny, you ain't gonna like the cold.
Slinging Silver, I could post a link, but I don't have a wrench here.
Nobody's got wrenches on my pages. And I don't know
I got one on your Facebook group. Ha ha ha.
Oh, how did you get a wrench on my Facebook group?
I don't know, you must have gave it to me. That's how I made it all work.
I don't even know how to give wrenches.
I think I'm the only administrator on that page.
Huh. Yeah, I'm internationally famous now. I think they made fun of me the whole time. they were lying. Did you say if this engine doesn't start, this could be the end of my season on that show? I don't think so. I probably said if this it wouldn't be the end of the show. I might have been the end of the show if that engine didn't start. I wouldn't have been able to get that damn thing around the corner. I'd have had to walk.
Yeah, I'm looking. It says admins and moderators, and it just shows me on the Facebook group.
Yeah, Lou, the camera guy actually texted me back, and he flat ass told me told me that I was the star of the show, and he really thanked me more than once about doing the show with him. The camera guy was a pretty damn nice guy, and he appreciated it. And actually, that's what, even though them cocksuckers don't pay me a damn dime, it made it worth it because they were nice. They were nice to me, and they said thank you. You know, when you get a thank you from somebody, that's almost worth it. That's worth $100 in itself right there.
What are they called there in Germany? Lou speaks the language a little bit fluent. Aren't they called like francs or something there? Not dollars?
I have no idea what...
I forget what their currency is. I don't really follow Germany that much.
The Dutch marks? The Dutch marks in German? I think it's a Dutch mark. Goldbreast phase. Well, Lou said yes, but I don't know which one she said yes to. I'm glad the stupid camera's working again, so I can kind of look at the YouTube there and read the comments over there.
I'm getting a lot of noise right now. Is it like a truck going by?
No, it's my stupid furnace firing off.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could try to put the camera a little closer to the screen, then maybe I won't be looking quite so far away. I don't know whether I'm supposed to look at I never know whether or not I'm supposed to look at the my phone when I'm actually YouTube talking to people, or whether or not I can look at my TV screen and read what everybody's saying.
Just look at your camera source.
Yeah, I can look at the camera source. The comments don't stay up long enough for me to actually read them a lot of times. Not to mention I'm four-eyed with trifocals, so it takes a minute to focus. It might be because of the beer, I don't know. I'm gonna blame it on the glasses.
I'll blame it on the Canadian stuff you got there.
Oh man, what a good day. What a good day. Lou lived in Germany. It's 4 marks to $1. Yeah, so it's the Deutsche Marks. That's what I thought, the Deutsche Marks. My dad used to talk about it. Yeah, I didn't blame Bob that one.
Yeah, I thought they were called marks. Like I said, I'm not familiar with like every currency, but I try to keep on the up and up on most of them.
I finally found something not to... Hey, Bob's going to get a live camera, I heard through the grapevine, and then he can start blaming me for shit. I couldn't find no golden pen because it was so small.
Hey, so Ray, do you have that gold porn from that particular filming? Do you still have that, like in a vial or something?
The gold that I got during that. See, now that's kind of also the cheating part of showbiz on that one. So what happened on that whole deal is they didn't have time for me to go out there and actually run a full 6-hour day. So what happened is my buddy Dan Kiefer, who I'd been leasing my dredge to during the summer, the weekend before, he ran a full 7-hour day, 6-hour, 7-hour day. And I asked him if he would just save the cons and not run them, so that I could actually run those cons and pretend that I had ran those cons that day. So,
right.
So actually, that is all the gold that I got is actually from a day's run. And yes, I still have that gold in the gold pan. Both the gold that we did that day and the gold that I reran my tailings the other day, and I've got that too. Matter of fact, I'll grab them real quick. I just happen to have them right here still.
Yeah, I thought you did. That's why I mentioned it, so we could show the viewers the gold porn.
Because I'm too lazy to clean my gold pans half the time. Actually, it's just because I haven't had a chance to give the gold back to Dan Kiefer. But he wasn't worried about it. So that's the gold that I got that day. That day with the Germans, that's the gold right there. And it's roughly about 7 grams. That's roughly about 7 grams of gold. And as you can tell in the video that we watched tonight, I was drinking beer. Russ Rifle was giving me beer. Matter of fact, the camera...
Yeah, that was awesome. He was like your, partner in crime. He just walks up, hands you a beer. You're like, yeah, awesome.
The camera guy made Russ Rifle do that 4 times. Oh, do it again.
So they edited that out, huh?
He made Russ Rifle bring it to me 4 different times because Russ Rifle kept looking at the camera when he was handing me the beer.
And when you finally got to take a sip, it was like, oh.
Exactly. When I finally got to take a sip, it's like, man, you keep handing me the beer and you got to take it away, you bastards.
It's my beer.
It's my beer. Give it back. But, Russ Rifle, he's going to be tickled pink when he sees that summit. He was going to come over today, but I was just too darn busy today. I put up my Christmas lights and I put up my Christmas tree and what else to do? With the Santa Claus and then trying to figure out the watch party on Facebook. It was a pretty darn busy day. But anyhow, back to the gold story. Russ Rifle and I were kind of, we all did get to my house and we ran that day's worth of dirt, and that's how I got the 7 grams worth of dirt. And then, but I was drinking quite a bit of beer, and then the German guy started drinking beer. So I ran down tailings pretty damn fast through the multi-sluice. Matter of fact, I ran them real fast through the multi-sluice. And I knew I lost gold, but I didn't know how much, and I still have not put it on a scale. but that's all I lost because I saved every bit of the tailings. So when I compare my seven something grams to the first time I panned it through the gold, running it drunkenly and fast, 7 grams, and when I repan it, that's all I got. So gold.
Now on those losses, did you have the reducer put in?
Nope.
Do you even have the reducer for the multi-sluice?
No, I generally don't. I generally don't use it because see, most of the time I use my own personal capture matting system in the multi-sluice.
Right. Okay.
I don't use Doc's capture matting. I use my personal capture matting, which works really good on the sand. It's a combination. Mainly, it's a combination of Yukon and Motherlode. I do have one piece of the mud mat up at the very top after some UR to break it up and really cycle it really hard before it starts going over it. But basically, it's Yukon and Motherlode, and I've got to run it at a pretty darn steep angle with lots of water. I run it at 13 degrees, and it's a full two.
Yeah, that's what I found. I run mine with the reducer, but I run it at an aggressive angle as well.
Mm-hmm. But even at that, when you're running it that hard and that hot, well, that's what I've got to, because I'm kind of comparing how I caught the water flowing across the mat in my multi-sluice. I try to set the angles and the velocity and the feed rate similar, if not identical, to what I'm actually capturing it out there on the beach, if that makes sense. You know, when you think
perfect sense.
when you're dealing with the volume that I'm dealing with out there on the beach, that's kind of what I try to simulate here at home, and it works. It works damn good. And I don't got to screw around so long as I don't need to take lots of breaks and save the queen.
I really enjoyed the show. I actually watched it twice, obviously, because I had to record it first, upload it. I watched the watch party.
I was kind of wondering.
I enjoyed it twice.
So before the show, did anybody watch the show before we actually did the show? Because I actually been posting it on Facebook for a while, and I've also been posting it on GPS for a while, but I didn't think anybody had actually watched it before we actually did the watch party.
Brian, you didn't get an invite to the Facebook group?
Huh.
We had a watch party. I don't know if I have you on Facebook. I think I have you on my prospecting Facebook account, but I don't think I have you on my main account.
I was kind of stinking. Is a lot of the invites did not go out because I did not get out the invites that I should have got out because I never did. It was a learning curve. I mean, I was screwing up so bad trying to figure it out. It was hard.
Well, that's why I kind of jumped in, because it was, even though I knew it was a learning curve, I was like, we got to get this. I know Ray wants this to go out tonight, and it's important to him, so that's why I jumped in and stepped in to try to do the best I could.
I appreciated it too a lot.
I don't have everybody on Facebook on my main account, and that's where I did it from, so I apologize to anyone who didn't get invited.
But see, there's Bob right there. Bob didn't see it either, but he knew I posted it on GPS, but he didn't watch it yet either.
I have the link, but I can't post it, Bill. I'm not a moderator here.
Go to Gold Prospector Space. There's the link is in Gold Prospector Space. And I'll figure out a way to record it, and I'll figure out a way to record it and put it on my YouTube page sooner or later. I just got.
Well, I have the recording up, Ray. You could probably just share it now, I think, because I did outside of the watch party. I had to upload it first before I could make it a watch party. So I think you could take that footage for yourself.
Okay. Well, we'll figure that out later. If anybody wants to catch up, go to Gold Prospector Space And say hi to Tim Grimes. Tim Grimes. Tell him Ray Russo sent you. and Jerome Wheeler. Hey, quit playing with mama's titties and get back to the gold.
Lou said she saw it tonight. Tonight was when I saw it, watched it, and paid very close attention to understand what they were saying. Again, she can translate a little bit.
What was the other show you were on? Actually, I've been on two other shows. Flying Wild Alaska and Alaska's Hidden Treasures, I believe, was the name of the other show. I'd have to go back and look at my records on YouTube, but I think I recorded on YouTube on Alaska Hidden Treasures as well. But I was only on Alaska Hidden Treasures for just a few seconds. I mean, maybe 15 to 30 seconds, and that was it. And I actually had my brother Robert with me. Robert was from up from Wrangell. The Gummer was on TV. That's what was cool about. That's the coolest part about Alaska Hidden Treasures, which I actually enjoyed almost as much as Aero Tweedo and this one, is I got to put my brother on TV with me. The Gummer's with me on Alaska Hidden Treasures video, the TV show, which I thought was really cool. Put the Gummer on there. He was my gold assistant. I told him, gold assistant, where's my gold? And he didn't mean my gold.
Yeah, you were famous way before this. Even if you don't acknowledge it, you were famous way before this.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but I do have a lot of fun. What didn't work, man? Vandal's trying to do something. I don't know what he's trying to do. Oh,
He's probably.
How does a person make somebody a moderator? Oh, the buffering is back.
Just go to the YouTube chat there, and when you go to the right side of what someone says, you get 3 dots, and you should be able to make them a moderator. On the YouTube is real.
Red don't need no stinking mob. That's just great. You know, he was an old painter at a body shop, so you know, painters got to take a quaffle to all the lady powerful painters out there. You know, all them lady painters out there at the body shop, they get the janers, man.
Ray, did you just do jazz hands live?
I don't know. I can
you
sniff
just,
it.
Like, kind of wiggled your fingers out. Jazz hands.
Oh, well, maybe you guys don't get my sense of humor, but what the hell's a Mew group? Please accept my Skype request when you get the time. Where's the Skype? How come I don't see a Skype request? I don't get it.
I'm on the Skype. I'm watching you thumb around, and I don't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I see a little window there. Got buffering on the YouTube.
Yeah, I see it. It's the one with the flag. I don't see one with a flag. See call schedule, Spotify, chat, open conversations.
You see that? Close that. X that out. And, okay, you see your picture up in the upper, right there. Oh, yeah, see that? Add participant to the call.
Add persons.
Try to select someone, and then once you highlight somebody at the top right of that little window ad. Yeah.
Okay, so now it says it's calling Lou. But I don't hear it dial toning.
The call hasn't been connected.
And now it says Lou is unavailable.
Okay, she might have closed that down. Ooh, call Bob.
Huh? Call Bob. Where the hell's Bob? Right there. Calling Lou and Bob. By the way, why is it called Freebie TV?
They both say unavailable. Maybe they don't have the latest update on Skype or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not familiar with Skype.
So somebody asked me why it's called Freebie TV. It's because
it was kind of weird.
It's because the cheap bastards didn't pay me no money.
We sniped the German channel and did it live.
Well, actually, the main reason I call it Freebie TV is because the cocksuckers don't pay me nothing. They actually made me buy all the gas. That's why I called it Freebie TV when I titled the video. Uh-oh. Now I can't seem to make this smaller. There we go. Nope. There. Who bought the beer? I even bought the beer. I even bought the beer to get them guys drunk. I bought the gas. I bought the beer. They bought their own damn lunch. Thought someone gave you a new TV. No, I did not get no freebie TVs. The cheap bastards, all them Hollywood people, they're cheap bastards. They're cheap.
Well, they get you kind of like starstruck. They're like, "Hey, would you do this for us?" And you're like, "Hey,
well,
I'll be on TV. Heck yeah."
I knew.
And I'll pay you no check, no nothing.
Yeah, I'll pay you nothing, but we'll let you be on TV. That's about what it comes down to. So, a lot of times when I don't know what Discovery Channel pays those guys up north, I don't think it's much. To be honest with you, I don't think Discovery Channel pays those guys that much. Now, what might happen is Discovery Channel might get a hold of, companies like Volvo and get Volvo to sponsor fuel or whatever to, like the Snobbles and Gold Rush and Whitewater, possibly Keene might have sponsored some of the equipment, but somebody's out there sponsoring like the helicopter time and stuff like that. And I bet you Discovery Channel is the one that sets that up. Whereas the other ones, like Travel Channel, they're expecting it's just a reality show, and they're not gonna pay nobody shit for nothing. Why do you do it? I don't get it. Why do you go through all that for nothing? Because I'm a cheerful feller. Discovery Channel offered him $53,000 for season 1. Huh? That's not bad. Well, ain't none of them offered me no money. Yeah, all the responsibility. Then they try and sell it to the network. Yeah, that's probably what it is. The producers are the ones. I think the producers are the ones that really taking the shorts. Because if they screw up and get shit that nobody wants to watch, then they ain't getting nothing. Hey, there's Lou. Accept.
All right. Did we get Lou?
It says now I can start chatting. I see a chat. I see Chatty. Lou.
Yeah, I see a smiley face.
It was her birthday too. Lovely Lou had her 29th birthday again. Man got her in.
Now maybe you can add her to the call since she's available now. To the left of your picture, up.
That right there?
No, up to add participants. Up by where it shows mine and your picture.
That?
Well, actually, that green call button might also work.
Here. I'll try to call her. I think.
Like I said, I'm no good at Skype.
I'm not either.
use it at all.
Commercials and advertising. Yeah, I don't know, Bob. Oh. Huh. Here, now I'm trying to call Lou. Are you still there, Wheeler? Lou, you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I think I somehow or another lost Wheeler. I think I lost Wheeler.
Well, I hear a nine. Oh, what?
So now it looks like it's trying to call Wheeler. So Wheeler, you got to hang up your Wheeler's got to hang up, and then I'll try to call Wheeler, I guess. Crap.
We used to get 4 or 5 of us on Skype, and
Ray, let's see. Try to Skype you, Ray. It seems you're not online. Man got a wrench. Enough said on that. Boosters talk up. Okay. Trying to catch up on everything everybody's saying on YouTube. Skylar, how you doing? Doing good. Ray shuts the dogs up in 2.3 seconds, just like my dog. Lou, do you know how to add people to Skype?
let me see.
I can hear her now.
Oh, there's Lou. There you go. There's Wheeler. He's back. Give Jerome a wrench. He's not in the queue right now.
I don't know if I added him or you did that.
Hey Lou, how's it going?
Pretty good. Waiting for some.
Robert there with you?
Yeah, he's back in the planning room doing something.
Happy birthday to Lou. Happy birthday to Lou. You're so gorgeous and we love you. Happy birthday to Lou.
I love you. It's a big 6'3" yesterday.
Yep, looked like you were having a pretty darn good day.
Yep. It was not bad considering I spent about 8 hours for dinner. So other than that, it was fine.
Well, you got to talk to your boys, so that makes all the difference in the world.
I got to talk to all my kids.
Yep.
So Lou, what was your outtake on that show? Did you get to watch it in full?
Not yet. I went through till Ray started. Well, the first time he was trying to start the engine, and I went, wait a minute, they're speaking German. So I started it over again, and then I watched past that for about 10 minutes. And then I logged into Ray's show tonight, because I had intended on just calling him, and I was going to speak to him in German, I didn't know he was doing the shadow.
It sure was fun filming with those people. I was fascinated every time they started talking to each other when they were over there on the beach. Here I am, I'm trying to get a hold of, trying to get my dredge running and everything. And then them assholes start talking to each other, and I'd get distracted. I'd want to listen to them. What is he saying, man? They're talking about me. And then I'd have to go back to working on my dredge again. Because I didn't understand a damn word they said.
Well, as long as you didn't hear them say, do a Spanish, I talk, you're fine.
Well, I couldn't have understood what they said one way or the other, so it's all good. They make fun of me all they want. I don't care. Half of America does anyways.
You looked great. I always loved seeing you on film.
I had fun that day. Fortunately, they were pretty nice. They actually timed it out to where I wasn't going to be. I spent so much time working on my shop, my garage here on the weekends, and I only took, my boss lady could not afford me to take very much time off work. And I told those film guys, they're like, man, but they contacted me weeks and months in advance. I told them that they needed to find a tide book and find out when the tides were high about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and schedule it out between May and June and be on the weekend of those weekends, and then we can do the filming. And I'll be damned if they didn't come to Alaska, and that's exactly when they did it. They showed up so that they could actually be, so that the high tide was good enough for me to launch and everything on a weekend. And so I got to give them credit for that. They did show up at a time where it was actually convenient and I didn't lose time from work. So that was pretty cool.
Well, Robert and I were sitting there, and the second time I started playing it, I went, that's it, I gotta call Ray Ray. And that's when I realized, after you said you were live, I went ahead and logged into YouTube. So we'll go through it tonight, and I'll try to pick up as much as I can of everything they're saying. But it's been years since I've lived in Germany. Years.
My favorite parts of that movie was when they're flying around that de Havilland Beaver with that lady down there in Ketchikan. Boy, she gave them a wonderful tour down there in Ketchikan. And Ketchikan's got so many neat little tiny islands. There's a ton of little tiny islands all the way around Ketchikan. And then on the back of Beam Canal in Ketchikan is the big misty fjords. At one time, that was quite the controversy back here in that area, because there's a huge molybdenum deposit, which is kind of a hardening agent for aluminum, and it would have been worth thousands of jobs, because there's thousands of cubic, tons of molybdenum back there in the misty fjords. And they actually came up with a viable tailings deposit to get rid of the tailings, but the EPA shut it down. But that lady in Ketchikan in that show, she did a really good job of flying them around down there in K-Town. And then I really enjoyed watching that old free salty bastard there in Sitka. Oh, it just died on me again, damn it.
Skype.
Yeah, I think it's back now. The YouTube is back now again. But like I was saying, besides the girl flying them around down there around the Misty Fjords and Ketchikan, the other part I really enjoyed about this movie was the scenes from Sitka. But then again, I really, really do love Sitka. Sitka's a pretty town. Those sea cucumbers. And so all the scenes around Sitka and Ketchikan I enjoyed. I didn't care too awfully much for the natives, because they could have picked a lot better person than that to talk about native heritage stuff and like that. They could have done a lot better.
My thing was like, why are they putting peanut butter on trees and stuff? Like, are they trying to get Ray?
Yeah, well, that's actually out there at Sitka. That's all those bears have been injured in one way or another, and they
peanut butter on some trees to.
Well,
I mean,
because it coaches the bears out of places where they.
Your garage is all finished and you're a movie star. Um, you gonna come down and see us next summer?
I'm not going to be able to fly nowhere for a little while. I've got to recoup some money bad. I still actually need to find $10,000 to get that damn shop finished. I still don't have power out there. And I need about 10 grand more. So, the guy's talking about the peanut butter and the bears. The peanut butter they put that out there so the bears just ain't always sitting in one spot. They spread that peanut butter around different spots around the cages that those bears are sitting in there in Sitka. Otherwise, the bears just won't do nothing. They'll just sit there in one spot and they won't do nothing. They'll be lazy. But they'll go sit in different spots around that enclosure and gives the people gives the tourists something more to see the bears doing something, even though it is just licking a branch. Kind of like watching the retards in a little bus, and they're licking the windows.
I got woke up for bears.
But yeah. Oh, 2 Buckets showed up. Tombstone, Arizona.
I'll let you go. I'm going to go back to watching you because I can't see your face when I'm on Skype.
Okay. I don't have my camera turned on, huh?
Oh, there you are.
I'd have to pull up the other one to see what that looks like. Let's see. Where am I at?
can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Van.
Can you hear Jaron?
I can hear Wheeler. Jaron Wheeler.
Okay, you said Van. So I was just I can't post a link, and the only person you gave a link to or wrench to was Van. So people asking where they can see that video of that German show we just watched.
Well, I got my other screen all screwed up. I thought I gave you a wrench, Wheeler. I gave a wrench to Bob.
Yeah, I'm like the last guy to get a wrench.
Apparently. No, it just told me to remove you as a moderator. What the hell?
Oh, okay. I got it now. It just was laggy or something.
Add moderate. Now I got to add it back to your. Now I'll add it back to you. So I don't see the picture there, Lou, on Skype.
I see you.
Oh, wow. I don't see you. I don't see nobody.
My internet's not strong enough out here to turn my camera on.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I couldn't even. When the crew was here and did the radio show, we had one microphone for everybody.
So speaking of Alabama, how's our buddy Ron doing?
He's still alive and kicking.
Oh, good.
He's a big boy.
We got to get him to at least come back to the chat room every now and then. There's Gold Prospector Space.
That's a link to the show.
When they
Toolbox is
opened our
growing.
river back up for at the end of the year, we dredged that instead time up.
Bob's like slugs on a jelly tree. Hey, at least you can be sneaky if you're a slug on a jelly tree. Nobody see you coming. Now that's funny. That's the only time a slug is sneaky here, when he's on a jelly tree. That's funny. Well, I had to do a quick spinny circle commercial break. and do a little bit of a refresh and refill. I didn't expect me to take and be on for an hour and 17 minutes on the YouTube live. So, what do you guys think?
I'll take over the show while you use the bathroom.
All right, I'll try to put the spinach circle on there. Let's see, where's the spinach circle?
So if you guys have some questions, let's get them in the chat now, and Ray will answer them when he gets back.
Where's the gold, man? Where's the gold?
Bob's got one more beer.
Bob's got one more beer. Where'd it go with my gold?
So, what was your guys' favorite part about that show? It was kind of weird because it was in German, obviously, and most of us don't speak Sprechen Sie Deutsch. So,
Seems like you sprechen Sie Deutsch a little bit. Eine kleine.
no, I don't really Sprechen Sie Deutsch. I think it's not even German, is it? Deutsch? Is that German?
Deutsch. That's German.
Yeah, I just know things from like just in talking to people. I don't speak the language per se.
I understand better than I speak, but it's been, say this, it's been.
Like I know as much German as I do like Spanish or anything like that. I don't know I know the swear words. So what are you and Robert working on right now?
Not a lot. Trying to clean up crumbs from the end of the summer still.
I don't know where my spinach went.
But we did get a Ventura jet for one of the dredges, so I'm excited to use that next year.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a better year than this last couple of years, because you guys didn't have like flooding, major flooding and everything. It's just crazy out there.
Yeah, all good. Letting this go.
Do you think that helps as far as the gold? Are you guys prepared for? Well, not really prepared, but I mean, are you guys looking at new areas because of the flood?
We don't know. I mean, we were out of the river for 3 years, Karen. You know that. We just got it back September 2nd of this year. And we got out there thinking we knew where the gold floods were. And in 3 years, it changed. It changed.
Right, yeah. That's what I was kind of asking. It's got to be hard. I mean, when you get hit with floods like that and just horrible weather and hurricanes and everything, I mean.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's the thing.
It's hard to, like, track it down.
Yeah, because they generate 3-4 times a day during the winter, so you figure we'll get, but most people get floods once a year, maybe twice. We get it 3 or 4 times a day during the winter, so by summer it's changed. But we all have, Harry was here the better part of the summer, so we have
My silly telephone sure does like to go to spinny circles of death.
Now, Ray, you said you needed 10 grand to finish your electrical. That's only, what, 8.5 ounces? You should be able to pull that dredge out there and put that up and then turn it off.
It'd be pretty hard to go out there in that. Well, actually, it really wouldn't be that hard to get out there. But the catch-22 is, I've got so many things going on every weekend, and the weekend is the only time I've got to get out there and do any dredging, because my boss is not going to give me any, I mean, no, zero, nada time off of work. But I would love to be able to get out there and find some more gold. That would be nice, but it just ain't. Not to mention, I mean, I could. The weather's not that bad right now. It's in the high 30s, so it's kind of intermittent rain and snow right now up here. But I haven't looked at a tide book either. I don't even know what the tides are to be able to get out there and actually look for gold. That would be kind of cool. But more than likely what's going to end up happening is I'll probably have to borrow the money. I'm probably going to have to try to borrow the money from somebody. And I'll get the shop finished up because I have 4 or 5 different projects that need to get in that garage and get me to actually working on them. And they'll pay me for them once I get the shit done, but I got to bust my ass first. But I am hoping that next year I will be finding some gold. There'll be more days. There's going to be some more days where I'm going to have gold in my pan next year than there was this year. I guarantee you that. I'm going to find more gold next year than I am this year. Well, I didn't find shit for gold this year.
Yeah, I didn't go out this year. I plan to go out next year. I didn't realize how much of an influence I had on these Utah people. And now I kind of sort of have like a club. And they're like, what happened to you? What are you doing? I was like, well, I was trading crypto. But this 2020, I'm going to go get some gold.
With any kind of luck, I really haven't looked at a tide book yet. I'm going to really try to pay attention to the tide book and find out how many days I can get out there and how many weekends I can get out there. On the average, if everything is really not that bad, if everything's ideal, I can make a minimum about 7 grams a day. About 7 grams a day out there on that beach. I mean, there's going to be 1 or 2 days it's going to be less than 7. There's going to be a few days it's going to be more than 7 grams a day. But it's about, if I amortize it out, it's about 7 grams a day.
Well, you're running a 6, aren't you?
What's that?
You're running a 6 inch, aren't you?
Actually, right now, I actually have the 4-inch nozzle in it. I can actually, what happened was it started out as a 5-inch dredge. It's originally a Keen 5-inch dredge, but no 5-inch hoses available here in Juneau, and it cost me a fortune to get 5-inch hose up here. So what I've had to do, since I could buy brand new fresh, the only size hose I could buy was fresh 4-inch hose. So I've shrank my dredge down to a 4-inch, essentially.
You should never get a 4.
What I would like to do, but it's going to cost more money, is I'd like to split that dredge into twin 18-inch wides and run twin 3s. I'd like to run twin 3-inch nozzles. That's what that young kid down there on the beach does right now. The dredge I call the Double Dragon. He's running twin 3s, and he's doing better than anybody down there on that beach. Those twin 3-inch nozzles, that's the ticket. So that is definitely the ticket.
Is he running an old triple sluice like you, or?
No, he's actually he's got individual long tom sluices on a float. They're individual. I think he's got 18-inch wide by 10-foot long sluice boxes, and he's got individual headers on each one of those, and then there's 2 hoses out there with 2 3-inch nozzles sucking the sand at the same time.
Basically, he's running 2 dredges at one time.
Right. Twin long arm. He's long arming twin dredges at the same time. Yes. Now that's that's the ticket to go, because then you can process that sand a little bit better. Because that sand really has to have a time. That sand, when you're sucking that much sand and that much water, you really have to have long enough of an area for that sand to tumble and wash and have the gold fall away from the gold has got to fall away.
To exchange.
Yeah.
It's got to exchange.
Yeah, if it don't, it's just going to go right out the end.
if you have just one repetitive surface over and over and over, good luck.
Yeah, it just doesn't work as good. I mean, boy, that fellow that has the dream mats, he tried and tried. He actually sent Double Dragons some the dream mat. It just doesn't have enough of a tight enough exchange area for it to capture that beach sand out there. It just
Well, it's
don't
not
do
that
it.
it won't work. But I am like, I'll say this. This is my opinion on mats. I don't subscribe to any sort of mat or anything. But if you run the same repetitive surface over and over and over, you're going to have the same results. If you mix it up, you're going to catch different zones, different high. I mean, it's just common sense, really. I mean, you could be a
Well, I look at it
a
just.
gold hog mat, you could be a dream mat, you could be a unicorn mat, whatever. I mean, if you break that up and you utilize any different surfaces to break it down and capture different zones,
I don't know.
you're gonna
I
do
look
the best.
some of gold hog mats don't work very well, and the reason why they don't work very well is because they don't actually have big enough capture areas in tight
Yeah,
enough
and
in a
that's going to
tight
be like
in a tight enough
to
group.
your area specifically.
In a tight enough
If you're
group.
running
Yeah.
clay, if you're running silt, if you're running sand, if you're running gravel, I mean, you need to be aware of how each individual mat works.
Right.
If you're running one repetitive surface, you're blowing smoke up my ass.
Well, don't say that in California. Somebody might take you up on that offer.
No, that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm running one repetitive surface, you're going to get one result in the end.
Yeah, I think all mats can catch gold out there, and it was just kind of really fun that I got so darned excited about Gold Hog that it kind of led me to the YouTube page and YouTube videos and getting out there and throwing it out there. And then when Doc did that 1 ounce challenge, it's like, all right, you son of bitches, you wanted to do a 1 ounce challenge or a Gold Hog video challenge? I'll show you a Gold Hog video challenge. I always got to take it up one more notch. And that was actually one of the biggest steps I've made. And fortunately, for Doc's behalf, I actually promote his stuff more than I promote anybody else's. So he's making out like a bandit, and he ain't paying me shit either.
Well, when it comes down to it, that's why I like Doc's, because there's different setups. I mean, you can get a different mat for what you're looking for. If you're running sand, you got this layout.
Yep.
If you're running clay, you got this layout, the scrubber mat and whatnot.
Yep.
I mean, there's different layouts for what you're running.
Changes.
If you're going to run just some random dirt with some miracle mat, no pun intended, sorry.
I had a person
But I
trying
mean-
to talk me into going to Arizona the other day, and it's like, man, why in the Sam hell do I want to go to doggone Arizona? There's no water down there. I've been in Southeast Alaska all my life, and it rains here. I'm not going to go nowhere unless there's some water there.
Well, I mean, you could rent a water truck. I think I placed it at like $350 a day for a water truck. You could go to Arizona and you could run that stuff if you wanted to. You could hold a pond and everything. I mean, but still, if you're gonna get water, if you're gonna run the same repetitive surface, you're gonna get the same results.
It all depends on how much gold. I mean, if there was actually, what am I drinking? Well, actually, earlier tonight I was drinking Jack Daniels, but now, since I'm on YouTube Live, when I go YouTube Live, I try to have some Canadian whiskey. And so tonight I have Canadian Club. Actually, it's my stand to drink there every now and then. Taking wee sips of it. He gives Santa his rosy cheeks then. And the furnace kicked in, yes. It is Alaska. That oil burning monster over there is my friend. Very much my friend. Yeah, I was really impressed with the film footage video, the video that those guys got. It really gives you quite the view of the different splendors all up and down this area. It's kind of a shame Alaska's really going through a budget crunch, and they've made some really poor decisions in the Alaska Marine Highway, trying to build new boats. They built the wrong damn boats, and our old boats are starting to, well, they're the same age as I am. Most of them are built in 1962, 61, 62, 63, 64, and almost all them boats now are starting to get, they need to get taken offline because they're just starting to get to be too much maintenance. Well, they're building new boats, but they're half the size, and they don't have the amenities that the original boats did. But the Alaska Marine Highway costs a lot of money, but it is also one of the funnest, neatest ways to travel up and down Southeast Alaska. You get on the boat down there in Bellingham, Washington, and you can ride the boat all the way up to Skagway. Actually, if you did the layover just right, you could actually ride the boat to Juneau, and then catch another boat and ride the boat all the way over to Seward and Valdez. And then if you wanted to, you can catch another boat in Seward and Valdez and go all the way out to Kodiak. But then actually when you're all done with that, then you can actually go back to Seward, go up to Anchorage, and then fly back home. So it'd be a one hell of a long adventure. I mean, you'd be looking at probably a month and a half adventure if you did it. Oh, my YouTube froze up.
Again, on running the one repetitive surface, you get the same results, and some people might be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And that's how you would run it. If you got just one repetitive surface, you might have that down to a science. But are you capturing everything you can by running one repetitive surface? Or why not a little bit and see if you can get different results?
Yeah, I doubt that they'd be catching everything that they could be catching. That's true. You know, it's kind of like Tony Beats in that when he was running those dredges last year, the bucket line dredge. I was looking at his sluice boxes. It's like, really? For that much material, trying to kick it through that small of a sluice box. And then the other possibility, there was another possibility there that he didn't explore. Behind that bucket line dredge, if it's digging down into bedrock like they show it, why in the world doesn't he have great big dredge nozzles sucking behind behind that bucket line dredge? As that thing's chewing and getting down to bedrock, they should have dredge nozzles sucking up water and material and going through a whole different side of sluice.
Yeah, to catch something that they capture something didn't catch.
Exactly. I just don't understand. I mean, I think Tony
it's
B
just
was
like puzzling to me that somebody would want to run one surface and call it in game.
Yeah. Well, guys, it looks like I'm getting told that my dinner is actually ready. And it has been a busy day for me. Playing Santa Claus and watching TV and playing on the YouTube and the Facebook and everything. So I'm going to probably get ready to short, but I wanted to thank everybody that took a few minutes and actually watched that German TV show. I know we can't understand it, but it really made me smile. I thought they really captured some really good views. And Wheeler, man, thank you a million. Thanks a million.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, we got to see a bit of Alaska we didn't get to see beforehand.
Yeah, it really covered all up and down the archipelago, the Alexander Archipelago, and I don't know. I guess just people didn't realize it was actually a gold video as well, and I just couldn't relate that on. I don't express myself very well on Facebook and everything. And so I wanted to say thanks to Wheeler, man. Thanks a million, because it really got a chance to get it out there to some of the people that are in our circle with Gold Prospector Space and Facebook. So you guys all have a good night. God
I know
bless.
I bitched a little bit, but it was worth every moment, bro.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's going to be a good year, and next year is going to be even better.
Ray, you take care and you have a Merry Christmas.
Lou, you're awesome, darling. And you give big,
Night, Lou.
you give your husband Robert a big hug and a kiss, and your boy a big hug and a kiss too. And when you see Ron and his wife, tell him I said hi.
I will, and we sure do miss you. And Jen, I miss chatting with everybody. So hopefully we'll get back into it soon.
Oh yeah, we're all there. It's just a timing thing. We all go on our ups and all on our downs, and we make time when we can. It's not a necessity. It's something fun to do when we got a chance to do it, and it's convenient.
Well, we love you and we miss you, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, God bless everybody. Good night.
Love you guys.